Let's talk about the other anastomosis that is significant. So let's just talk about the colon. We said we do have something here. Superior mesenteric vein, right? So it's gonna have some tributaries from the middle colic, as we said. We have it from a right colic, ileocolic, and that's just itself, so that's superior mesenteric vein. It goes back, all of those happy stories, and yeah. And then we talked about another one, inferior mesenteric vein. It comes in, it gives us, sorry, just tell you this is the right, this is the left. So it gives us the left colic, right? So left colic has an ascending branch, descending branch. I'm not going to go to all of those details. We have the sigmoidal here, and that's a continuation of inferior. It goes back, and all of those, I don't know, beautiful stories and whatever. Okay? And just to reiterate, so we had the spleen here. So splenic connects, so the inferior mesenteric vein goes to splenic vein, and they join with the superior mesenteric vein, and they make the big portal vein, right? So it's a portal vein. So as we just said, these would feed, I mean, all the drainage of these areas and many more would go to superior mesenteric vein and inferior mesenteric vein, right? However, as we have some tributaries here and here, right? So in the ascending and descending. Why we have it for ascending and descending, I mean, how you can memorize it or whatever you want to call it. The name of the anastomosis is retroperitoneal, or I think some of us call it colic or something. So these two sides are retroperitoneal, right? The ascending and descending, right? It makes sense to have some retroperitoneal drainage there. So retroperitoneal veins, Retzius. Believe it or not, I could not find a good source of telling me where would they drain. So I had to do a little bit of research, but don't quote me on this. So what happens is we have the inferior vena cava. It should be more to the right. The reason I'm again putting inferior vena cava in this color is because this is also retroperitoneal. This is behind, like it's posterior to most of the stuff that you see here, right? So the left one is different from the right one. This is the renal vein, right? So renal. The left one would go to left renal vein. So, and the left renal vein goes to inferior vena cava and like kidney, and kidney is also retroperitoneal. And the right one would go directly to inferior vena cava. But the point is, these retroperitoneal would go to inferior vena cava, either directly or indirectly, right? However, whatever else we saw, like tributaries from these guys, they would go to portal. See, they're gonna go to inferior or superior mesenteric vein. They're gonna go to portal vein. So that would be a portal system. So together they would make portocaval anastomosis.